Let me be like an angel telling you, Luke chapter 2, verse 11, For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. So verse 10, And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. Yun po ang hangad natin lagi sa lahat, sa ating mga mahal sa buhay, sa inyo lahat na nakikinig. May God's grace and peace be unto us sa buong taon at sa darating pang mga panahon. Hanggat si Kristo hindi pa dumarating. Of course, hanggat natin na siya dumating na anytime soon. Lagi ko pong sasabihin at hindi ko pagsasawaang iparating sa inyo that Christmas is the best time of the year para sa akin. Walang araw na pinipili. I play Christmas songs sa bahay whenever I feel lonely, whenever I feel happy. I always love to hear Christian songs, especially Christmas carols. Hindi lang ho dahil ito ay masaya, festive, at merong hatid na kagalakan tuwina. At sinasabi ko po that this is the best time of the year sapagkat this is the only season of the year when people turn their attention on others. Yes, others. Outside ourselves. Others, referring to your loved ones, mga anak, mahal sa buhay, kapatiran, kaibigan. Outside yourself, others. Ang panahon ng Kapaskuhan ay panahon na kung saan nakikita nyo, ang tao ay medyo mas mabait kumpara sa ibang panahon. This is the time where some government personnel, men in uniform, office clerk, people in authority somehow would express kindness to others. Christmas is the season when we take sort of a few basket of fruits o tulong sa mga tao with all the dressing and other stuff, and you wish others happiness. People are more respectful than usual. Kinder, should I say. Suddenly, yung tao na hindi pinapansin sa sulok ng kalsada ay mapapansin na. During the time of Christmas season, yung mga may kapansanan, yung mga mahihirap, yung mga shut-ins, yung mga dati hindi napapansin, all of a sudden, sa panahon ng Kapaskuhan, sila ngayon ang bida. Of course, nangyayari yan sa ibang pagkakataon, but during Christmas season, people who are overlooked most of the time ay napapansin. People somehow nagiging excited, dumalaw sa kung saan-saan na mga bahay na dati hindi nila pinapansin. In general, people are courteous during Christmas season. Mayroong mga pagkakataon na even the unbelieving world would comment sapagkat halimbawa sa isang nalaman ko na isang church wherein yung mga young people nila after the service would eat sa isang restaurant at tapos yun ang may-ari, iba ang kilos ng mga Kristiyanong ito, magagalang, hindi bastos, hindi magugulo, hindi pasaway, hindi sakit ng ulo ng mga server, at pagkatapos nilang kumain, nililigpit ang pinagkainan, dinadala sa paglagyan. At itong taong sumulat sa pastor, ang wika niya, hindi po ako miyembro ng church ninyo, at not even once umaten ako sa inyong lugar, pero gusto kong sabihin lang, pastor, na I think you are doing this community a good service. Bakit kanyo? Because most of the people who come to our eatery ay mga kabataan galing sa inyong church. At alam kong galing sila sa inyo sapagkat they are the most behaved. They are the most courteous. At talagang maayos silang mga tao. If ako, pastor ng mga kabataan ngayon, I would be very proud. Nais kong maibahagi ngayong pagkakataon na tayo nagsama sa Kapaskuhan. If this is the season wherein people are kinder, more courteous, more respectful, people are more concerned, kahit sa ilang sandali, ilang araw lang, why don't people decide to make it an everyday habit? Why don't we decide to have a 365-day Christmas? Or should I say, having an everyday Christmas? O pastor, magastos. No, hindi ko sinabing magastos. Hindi ko sinabing magbigay tayo ng anumang pera o anuman. No. Christmas time should not be afraid of na i-celebrate. At pagka mali po ang pananaw ng tao tungkol sa Kapaskuhan, yes, it's going to be very expensive sapagkat mali po ang pananaw. Hindi ho. Hindi yun ang nais natin mangyari. What I want for you to do and to experience is to make this Christmas season an everyday experience wherein we will think about others. Kung paano nagagawa natin sa loob nilang sandali, ilang panahon, ilang araw, sa panahon ng Kapaskuhan, we try to think of what we can do to others outside ourselves. Why don't we try to do it on a daily basis? Thinking about others. Learning to live for others, for your loved ones, for friends, church folks. Kung saan yung isang maliit na pamilya na walang kakayahan mabuhay ng maayos, halos hindi kumakain sa maghapon, na napagtunan ng pansin during Christmas time would be able to have a visit from our church people kahit hindi pa ng Kapaskuhan. Kung saan ang mga Kristiyano would try to show concern, compassion sa kanila, hindi lang tuwing araw ng Kapaskuhan. And there are people sa ating iglesia, sa ating mga kapulungan, sa ating mga ministry, who work behind the scenes na hindi man lang na-appreciate, hindi man lang napapansin, but they work so hard because they thought they are doing this not for themselves, not only for the pastor, not only for the church people, but for the Lord. And for many years, hindi man sila na-appreciate, they really wanted to do that because they want to do it for others. It's a selfless celebration of having an everyday Christmas. That's why isang poem ang pwede natin sabihin, ipag-pray natin that goes like this: Lord, let me live from day to day in such a self-forgetful way that even when I kneel down to pray, my prayer shall be for others. Others, Lord, yes, others. Let this my motto be: help me to live for others that I may live like Thee. And let me rehearse na itong Kapaskong ito, for so many people, sobrang gastos daw, sobrang pabigat, sobrang sakit ng ulo, sobrang mga kabalahan, but they were happy. Pero alam nyo, pagkatapos ng ilang oras mula ngayon, they would end up struggling, balungkot na naman. At nandoon naman yung consumption nila sa mga bata na kanina lang, kahapon lang, tuwan-tuwa silang tinitingnan sa regalo na nagbubukas ng regalo at ngayon, mainit na naman ang ulo nila. They were so happy looking at the kids opening their presents. People have eaten lots of food. They made fun sa paglalaro ng iba-ibang games, trying to make the most of the time happy and joyful. And then after a while, ilang oras pagkatapos ng Kapaskuhan, eto na sila, lonely. Ito masakit na parte sa ilang Kapaskuhan ng ilang mga tao. Anybody who has ever enjoyed a Christmas day na hindi tama ang pananaw will have their lonely moments. empty feeling that comes on or after Christmas Day. Yung magandang Christmas tree na mayroong mga regalo, yung magagandang kumukuti-kutitog na ilaw, yung Christmas tree na inalagaan, inayusan, all of a sudden will be forgotten. Nothing but a few old pieces of paper nagkalat sa paligid. The tree where once people would gather around is now forgotten. Ang bawat isa, pagkatapos ng Kapaskuhan, would go into their own rooms, doing their stuff, at yung iba naman, nagsisimula ng malungkot sapagkat ang kanilang bankbook ay halos wala ng laman. Late after this Christmas, they actually realize, it's all over. What happened? Bakit andun yung lungkot? Again, for a few days, you found the answer to life. I mean, you found the answer how to have a happy life. For a few days, bago magpasko, you really found that life is all about making other people happy. People spend so many months trying to save, and then pagdating ng gantong panahon, magbibigay sila ng regalo, kaloob sa kung sino man na mahal sa kanila. And then all of a sudden, after a while ng lahat ng ito, you felt miserable. For 5 or 6 days, bago ang Kapaskuhan, you thought about PWD sa sulok ng isang lugar. Few days before the 25th ng December, yung bata na pakalat-kalat na walang sapat na pagkain, walang magulang na nagmamalasakit, naging special sa iyo. Yung mga may kapansanan na dating nakakalat lang, na naging special, naging point of your concern, na pinahalagahan mo, in fact, binila mo ng damit, and then tuntuhan nakita sila maayos. For a few days, you bought something for people outside yourself, inaanak, because you were thinking about others. You were thinking of what can I give to this person, what can I give to this mahal sa buhay, and that's good. Your mind was on somebody else besides yourself. In fact, wala kang inintindi para sa iyo. Ang inisip mo, bigyan sila, what you thought is to make them happy. For a few days, yun ay yung iniisip. For a few days, actually, you found the secret to life, the purpose of life, making other people happy outside yourself. The buying of all the presents made you happy, and the thing that you want to do is make somebody else smile, which is very good. Pero after ng ganitong pagkakataon, nakaranas ka ng kalungkutan. Yung ginawa mo noong nakaraan, pinaghirapan mo, all of a sudden, parang wala nang sigla sa iyo. Wala nang saysay sa iyo. At yung mga taong pinapahalagan mo, up for a few days before this day, all of a sudden after Christmas, wala na silang appeal. For a few days, you have lived in a real answer to what life is all about. Pero nangyari lamang yon for a few days. Then comes the day after Christmas. Nagkalat na nga ang mga boxes, mga pinagbalutan, tinapon mo na sa labas, kinalkal na mga aso, tinatamad ka na maglinis. Alam nyo, what happened sa atin? Bakit binabalot ng lungkot ngayon ang maraming tao? You know why? Because Christmas for such people, I hope I'm wrong, pero kaya siguro marahil ganoon sapagkat for them Christmas is only for a few days or only one day. The same PWD, the bata na dating interesado kang pahalagahan, yung mga mahal mo sa buhay, will be forgotten. Andito na naman sila sa dati na kalagayan. She will be as the poor as today. Yung batang yon magiging madungis na naman tulad ng dati. Before the 25th, you would feed them, and you want them to smile, pero after 2025, they will again be friendless, without their families, without loved ones. They will be just as lonely as they are today, tulad ng marami sa atin. The hungry people are still there. The troubled people are still with us. Yung karanasan natin nung tayo mga bata pa, na wala tayong kakayahan na magdiwang ng fancy, wala tayong pambili ng anumang bagay, then may dadalaw sa ating tahanan, dadalaw ang mga tao, they would give something, kapitbahay o church people, kayo maliliit pa, natatandaan nyo marahil na yung bata kayo, natutuwa kang tumatanggap ng mga bagay, binibigay nila sa iyo, mamunti, maliliit na bagay, malalaking bagay, binigyan ka damit, mga laruan, tuwan-tuwa ka. Pero hindi mo makakalimutan, sa tuwing sa magbibigay sa iyo ng bagay, hindi mo maialis sa iyong puso na parang mas masaya sila kumpara sa katuwaan mo na tumatanggap. You know why? Dahil it's in the Bible. It's more blessed to give than to receive. Listen, happiness is not wrapped up in unwrapping of presents. Again, ang katuwaan, ang tunay na kasiyahan sa ating panahon ng Kapaskuhan ay hindi nakikita sa pagtatanggal ng balot ng regalong ibinigay sa iyo o tinanggap mo. Hindi puro ng tunay o higit pang katuwaan po ang madadama nung nagbigay, sapagat hindi po sa pagtatanggal ng balot ang tunay na katuwaan, kundi ang tunay na katuwaan ay naroon sa pagbabalot ng regalo. Bakit? Because they were the ones thinking about you and others. Happiness is found in the wrapping of presents. Sinabi ng Panginoong Diyos, again, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Listen, 100 times, 1,000 times, it's proven, it is true, it's more blessed to give than to receive. Ano sabi ng John 3:16? For God so loved the world that He gave. It should convince us na tayong mga Kristiyano, tayong mga nakakilala kay Kristo, ipamuhay natin araw-araw to have that everyday Christmas. Hindi sa material na bagay ang sukutan, hindi sa mga pera o anumang amount na kakayanin natin ibigay. No, everyday Christmas is wrapped up in this principle. It's more blessed to give than to receive because you are thinking about others. Mga kapatid, that is true. 1,000 times true, it's more blessed to give than to receive. Ano sabi ng Bible? Sa Matthew chapter 10, verse 39, He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. You feel emptiness after Christmas. You feel so lonely after this hectic schedule, pagbabalot ng maraming bagay, and we salute those who sacrifice a lot. But what I'm saying is, if you feel so lonely after this event, walang nagdudulot na siya ng ngiti dahil masyado ka na napagod and yung palagay mo, you were used and abused. Alam niyo, bagay siguro, you decide to do one more step. Pag kayo nakakaranas ng kalungkutan sa panahon ito ng Kapaskuhan or after ng Christmas, you better decide to look for somebody to help. Look for somebody na kailangan ng ayuda o tulong or isang encouragement. Because it could be a happy 1 week sa marami pagkakapaskuhan, but if you live for others 52 weeks a year, living for others 52 weeks a year, making other people happy, I guarantee you, it will be another experience ng tunay na diwa ng Kapaskuhan. Yung tayo mga nag-aaral pa sa school, na tayo maliliit pa, we were told ng teacher natin, gagawa tayo ng Christmas card. Then, the best weekend, gagawa tayo ng drawing, then papakita sa mga magulang. Sabi ng teacher, bigay mo yan, samahan mo sa buhay. And so, kahit na napakapangit ng ginawa natin, the one who received the card would say, ang galing mo naman, you will be a good artist. Pag na yung panahon, bakit? Sinasabi yun, hindi binabola ka ng tao o ng magulang mo kung sino may pinagbigyan mo because they want you to be happy sa ginawa mo. Would it be wonderful na mag-decide tayo na gawin ang Pasko thinking about others on a daily basis? Because that is what it's all about. Christmas is thinking about others. Jesus died on the cross. At nung siya nakapako sa Kalbaryo, ang niisip niya kayo at ako. In fact, bago pa lalangin ang lahat ng bagay, sabi ng pahayag ng Revelation, the Lamb was already slain. So why not decide to make your friends in everyday routine, your loved ones, your family, to experience Christmas kapag kasama ka sa paligid? Decide to make sort of a atmosphere of Christmas, joyful and happy. Make them happy. Hindi ko konsinti na mali. Hindi yung yun na ng kalokohan. Kundi ibig sabihin, you will be pacifier, you will be the one peacemaker, you will be making them joyful, lalo yung mga nagdurusa, dumadaan sa pagsubok. So tapos ng Pasko sa marami. Iba naghihanda na naman kung paano gagawin sa bagong taon. And then, ang tanong ngayon marahil ay, ano ba talagang Pasko para sa iyo? Again, ang Pasko po ba is measured by the many gifts you receive? Sa mga bata, of course, they would receive gift kahit hindi masyadong mahal. They would say, wow! Masaya-masaya sila. Mga bata yan. Pero tayong mga may gusto na kaidaran. Ang katawan ba ng Pasko ay masusukat po ba sa pagtatanggal ng balot na regalo? If that would make you happy, of course, hindi pa masamang tumanggap na regalo. In fact, hindi masama na kayo ay tumanggap na regalo. Sasabi ko, kung yun lang ang magdudulot ng tuwa sa atin, your Christmas is only for one day. But if Christmas is making you happy, every time you wrap a gift, pagka mas masaya kayong nagbabalot ng regalo na ibibigay mo kung kanino, I think you will have that quote-unquote eligibility to have an everyday Christmas. Sort of a 365-day Christmas. Bakit ho? Kasi ang katuwaan mo, yung magbabat ka regalo because may pagbibigyan ka. You can have a 365-day Christmas. Pero kung ang gusto mo lamang ay paglingkuran ka, asikasuin ka, ikaw lang ang asayahin, you will have a one-day Christmas. But if Christmas to you is serving, then you can have Christmas every day. If Christmas for you is receiving, making you happy, I think it's only for one day. So, ang sinasabi natin, hindi yung kung ano ang tatanggapin natin sa panahon ito ng Kapaskuhan, kundi yung ano ang tatanggapin nila mula sa atin. Ano ang maibabahagi natin sa kanila. Ang sinasabi mo natin, if Christmas to me is only when you get me something, it's only for one day. Pero kung ang Pasko para sa akin is wrapping the gift for others, it's an everyday Christmas. Tayo mga tao, we enjoyed the night, kahapon, hanggang ngayon. I hope you could still enjoy Christmas spirit December 26, January 10, April 1, November 1. Sana ibig sabihin kahit, every day, maranasan natin yung katuwaan na idudulot natin sa ibang tao. Again, hindi natin kukonsintin na mali. We will not make them happy by condoning, tolerating yung mga maling bagay. Ang ibig sabihin, making them encourage, feeling them na pag nasa paligid ka, andun ang presensya ng Diyos na nagmamalasakit. If you will forget yourself, forget being served, just serve. Forget receiving, give. Forget unwrapping, wrap gifts. Forget being pampered, try to pamper others. Forget being loved, try to love. Of course, una-una, mahal sa buhay. Forget being cared for. Start to care. And that is 365-day Christmas. That is Christmas every day. So just think for a while. Saan nasumpungan ng katuwaan? Saan nasumpungan ng talagang tunay na kasiyahan sa puso? Is it sa department store? Of course, masaya tayo. Is it sa mga mall? Kung saan ang dami magagandang ilaw, mga regalo. I believe true happiness can be found sa mga hospital kung saan mga tao ron ay walang dalaw, nasa sulok-sulok ng mga lugar na wala namang malalang sakit pero ando sila dahil may karamdaman sila. I think real happiness could be found sa mga lugar kung saan walang nagmamalasakit ng mga tao, then all of a sudden you came. Saan masumpungan ng kapayapaan? Saan masumpungan ng katuwaan? Andun ba sa sarap ng pagkain, sa ganda ng hotel, sa ganda ng mga paligid? Perhaps, for one day, but happiness is found doon sa lugar kung saan walang television, walang kuryente, walang pagkain, walang maayos sa pananamit. Andun sa lugar kung saan nakatingin lang ang mag-anak sa labas, walang makain. Then you came and share something. Saan nakasumpungan ng tunay na kasiyahan? Sa garbo, sa ganda ng damit, sa ganda ng paligid? 1,000 times no. Yes, it make you happy and glad, pero isang araw lang, 2 araw lang. Patunayan, may mga tao na they would try their best na magkaroon ng mga bagay na maganda to impress somebody they hate. Using the money they don't have for utang para impression ng mga tao na kinaasaran nila. So what is happiness on Christmas Day? Happiness on Christmas Day is when you go out and try to look for somebody or just look for someone in your household. Mahal sa buhay, anak, kapatid, asawa, sino man. Make them happy. Isang encouragement na salita. Yung presensya mo lang, madama nila. Doing a thing that would make them feel encouraged. So, 365-day Christmas, having an everyday Christmas, alam nyo, will make the difference sa maraming tao, sa buhay ng maraming tao, and you will make a duplicate of yourself. Ang tao na tapos na ang katuwaan sa Kapaskuhan, they will feel miserable the rest of the year, then magsisimula naman sila ng panibago pag malapit na. No, that's not the way it should be. Dapat sa ating mga Kristiyano, maintindihan natin na ang Espiritu ng Pasko dapat araw-araw. Ano sabi ng Bible? Matthew 10:39, He that findeth his life shall lose it. He that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Yung sabi ng Bible, loseth, ayon sa mga nakapag-aral, when you lose your life for His sake, you will keep on losing and losing and losing your life for His sake. Ang sabi ng Bible, you shall find it and find it and find it. Meaning, when you serve God through others, you will reap the reward of joy and you will be highly favored. So, decide that happiness is not in resting. Happiness is in working. Happiness is not in the department store or mall, restaurant, amusement parks. Happiness is in the slums, hospitals, little homes, mga sulok-sulok ng lugar. Hindi ko sinabing ipahamon sa sarili, ibig sabihin, doing somebody else's life easier. Happiness is not getting. Happiness is in giving. Happiness is not in the lights. Happiness is in the dark places where people have no hope. And then dumating kayo, nagkaroon ng liwanag. Alam nyo, isang araw inimbita, di umano si General Booth, founder ng Salvation Army, as I read, I hope accurate. Every time na siya inimbita, dumarating siya, sasalta siya. But this time, he was so old. And he could not attend the convention pero kailangan siyang magsalita. So ang ginawa niya para makapaghatid ng mensahe, nagpadala siya ng telegrama, and it was to be read by the person sa harapan ng mga delegates sa opening session. And napakaraming tao sa assembly, sa kanilang congregation on, and then the telegram was opened, and eto po nakalagay sa sulat. Di sa karating din, may randam siya, pero nakalagay dito sa mensahe is this: Dear delegates of Salvation Army Convention, big word, only one word, others. Signed, General Booth. So that's what I want sa aking buhay, sa ating ding buhay. If we could learn this lesson of making others happy, outside yourself, your loved ones, friends, churchmate, alam nyo, you will have a 365-day Christmas. May God help us. And may God give you a Merry Christmas all year round, making other people happy. God bless us all, and see you sa ating mga iglesia. Maraming salamat po.